Let's do a little one. Hello. So, I hope you are well. I want to share with you a little experience I had a couple of days ago. I was prepared because I knew 1 month ago that I will go for this procedure. I had extraction of wisdom tooth on the bottom left, so I'm a little bit swollen. And when I know I have a procedure that is rare. When I have to go through things like some years ago. I've been through wearing braces and having the braces, tight to be able to put some implants because I have the teeth missing. Teeth always been my trouble since I was very young. All my teeth were, with little decays. And this made me experiment through all my life a lot of things about teeth. And I started to be interested in the new way to heal teeth in my early 20s. After my second child, I had my daughter at 20 years old, and I had some trouble when I had her and with one tooth, and I started to be really interested in that. And I had, like when you ask questions, when you wonder something, you have, information that are coming your way when you are curious about something. So the dentist I saw at that time, I was 21, and it was suburb of Paris. I asked him to take off because I knew it was no internet at that time. It was, just sometimes magazines that I was not seeing here and there. And mostly when I was bringing the kids to the doctor visit. And I read that it was bad to have lead. So I don't had a lot of these, but I requested the dentist at that time, so 50 years ago, so it was not really usual, to take off all the leads. And they say, yeah, but the composite we're going to put will not last. I say, I don't care. I don't want to have lead anymore. It was sounding to me that it was really something to don't have. So I did. It has been quite intense process. And he did that. I had the composite at that time. They were lasting less than now. It was less advanced, But I was happy about that. But I never had money, actually, to be able to replace 4 teeth missing since when I was teen. When I was teen, I missed the 4 teeth that are corresponding to the teeth that are growing at 6 years, between 6 and 7 years. And during all my, adventure with teeth, all these years, mostly in Paris, because after I've been guided by the osteopath I was seeing toward an energetic quantic medicine dentist at that time, so 35 years ago. And he was working also with homeopathy and energetic, and it was fascinating. So he checked my mouth, and I said, I didn't have the money at that time yet to put the implants, and it was not advanced like now. But I wanted to have, other composite, because mine were already 15, 20 years old. So I went to see this dentist. He took off all the old composite. And we did preparation for 8 weeks with very, very high homeopathic dilution that I was taking every day to really take off the memory of this product that was made there. But also by doing this, it was a time in my life where I was searching a lot about wanting to know about the function of the human body. I was fascinated by that since child, so I wanted to know more about that. So I did a lot of workshops, and I discovered energetic medicine at that time. So I was also starting to see the link between the teeth and some part of the body, and beyond that, of some things in my life, like psychological situation, relations, like emotional, like all that. It was a time, as I told, I was doing all these workshops of symbolization and all that, and my friend osteopath also was giving class, and I was going every Monday in class in Paris to better understand how the human body was functioning. This, in fact, validated my understanding and my, I think, inner wisdom about the healing process, natural healing process of the body that I already experimented very young, especially when I gave birth to my son at 17 without anesthetic, and I was alone in my room at the clinic. And I decided, I don't know where this came from, I decided that instead of going against the pain, I will go with the pain. And to a point that I was waiting for the next contraction. I spoke sometimes about this in my video, but it was an amazing experience because I was waiting for the next contraction, knowing very well that at one point it will end, and trusting, that woman gave birth since thousands and millions of years, and I will do it the same. And I was trusting the process. And in fact, I was feeling the pain, but I was going with the pain, waiting for it, and breathing. And by not putting resistance to it, I didn't know at the time what happened. But in fact, by not putting resistance and being a contraction, being like, crying and all that, but being surrendering to the pain, what happened is that my body did its work, liberating some special hormones to make me able to be at another state of awareness, of consciousness. And it was a transcendental experience because I could feel the pain, but observing myself feeling the pain and being like above my body and enjoying, if I can say, the process. The labor time was 10 days. Yeah, not 10 years. Was 10 hours. And it was really... time was not existing at that moment. It was quite magical too. So this was my first strong transcendental experience about how the body is working and trusting the process of the body, not fearing, not being feared, not be scared. And I have few things like that in my life. I don't had, I had few little surgery, appendicite, I had the call of uterus. When I more or less at the same time, I was in my 30, this is interesting. It was like 15, 17 years after I had that, and the same, I was connecting with my body ability to heal and trusting totally the process that my body will do its work. So when you do that, when you surrender to that, you can let the body work as it wants to work. So last month, I decided, because I know by my dentist that is amazing. I worked with her, so I had the braces for 9 months. It has been very short to get back the spaces, to put the implants. We worked together on that. I was really connected to my body, and I was pushing her as to go for tightening the braces. It was quite painful, but being with the pain, and I wanted this job to be done fast, it has been done fast. So after that, I had the implant. She's proceeding very carefully, not putting the implant 2 months after the base, but we waited 4 or 5 months. And I'm very happy about the work that has been done. And at that time, I had the money to afford it, so it was perfect. But it was also perfect because I could, with all my background experiences about teeth, exchange with her and tell her all the path I had regarding that, and all the connection, the metaphysical connection that is as well with the body and the invisible body, and how we can, with our mind, connect to spirit and put all this, the physical body, the psychical body, psychic body, psychological, emotional, spiritual, all together and working all together. So she knows me because we worked on this like a couple of years on this preparation. I had also gum graft, I had bone graft, I had, a lot of work has been done. And she told me when we finished the work like 4 or 5 years ago, she said, there is one wisdom tooth, you have to take it off because it's going to create trouble in the future. And it's alive, and this tooth was not touched. No, it was alive and never been worked on. So I was, reluctant to take it off. But when I tested with my friend Bernard in Energetic at distance, he's in Paris, suburb of Paris, he said, yeah, your body responds that you have to take it off. So I was pushing back to don't do it. The tooth is alive. I want to keep it. But I knew deep, because I trust my dentist and also because I had the validation, confirmation in Energetic by Bernard, that it has to be take off. So when I was in Thailand, I went to see a dentist for cleaning, and it's less expensive there for sure. So I told her, there is this issue. So she did an X-ray and she said, yeah, there is this issue, but me, I don't do extraction. You have to go to the hospital. They do this very well. But the tooth is alive. I don't see the necessity to take it off. So I went back home with my tooth because I could go at Bangkok Hospital in Koh Samui and it will be much less expensive than here. And they are very good. But I came back with my tooth and I was thinking, I have to do this. And I never had pain to that tooth, never. But I had a pain on the top here. And I know because osteopathic classes, because the dentist working energetic, that there are arcs in the mouth. And there are energetic exchanges in between jaw and teeth in the mouth. So I had this pain on the top and I say, oh yeah, I know, maybe it comes from that tooth. But never been painful. So a couple of months ago, I've been to see the chiropractor I see here close to LA as well. That is really good. And if you need contact, I can give you contact. You send me a private message and I will give you the contact of the chiropractor I'm seeing, James, and about my dentist. And in fact, he said, he tested me and he said, there is a problem with one tooth. I told him anything about that. I say, yeah, I know, I have this tooth to take it off. So he tested and he said, yeah, you have to really do that. So I was like, okay, I'm going to do in Thailand in December when I will be there. And one day I wake up and it was clear. I said, no. I'm going to do it with my dentist here. So I call her, I say, are you still doing this kind of procedure? Because I know she's really on advanced surgery procedure now. And she said, yeah. I said, because the tooth you told me to take it off is still there. And I would love to do this with you. So she said, okay. She gave me a meeting, an appointment for 1 month after. So this was the 22nd of September, and she gave me the appointment for the 21st of October. So I took it without knowing what in astrology what was going on. You know, I did not check that. I said, okay, I take it. And before yesterday, my friend Gaia kindly came with me. We had a session at the chiropractor at James, and also she stayed with me and she drove. And you know, I had the procedure beginning of afternoon. And when before the procedure, the assistant told me, "Oh, this is take this. It's antibiotics and painkiller." And you know me, I don't take anything, and I trust my dentist, so I took the antibiotics, you know, and I support them very well. And my body is very, very strong, so I have a healthy body, a healthy lifestyle, and I eat healthy. So, you know, I said, okay, this will not kill me at all. It can help. So I took that, but I say, and she said, and the painkiller. I said, I don't want to take painkiller. She came with 3 things, Tylenol, ibuprofen. I said, no, I don't take them. She said, yeah, but you're going to have a lot of pain when the anesthesia is going to go. I said, yeah, but I don't want to take that. Because me, what I wanted to see the level of pain that this can be with all the preparation I did. Because a couple of days before I took my homeopathic pills in consciousness, connected with my body, telling to my body what's going to happen again. and I prepared myself. I eat lighter. I had soups, I had veggies, fruits. I was really no sugar, no alcohol. I really had, even if I don't drink a lot, but a glass of wine or thing, I had nothing of that, no coffee. I prepared myself, and I wanted to see the level of pain I can stand. And she told me, I will give you a prescription. So she gave me the prescription. And in fact, we came back, and it's 4 hours, almost 5 hours drive from close to LA to here. I started to feel the anesthetic, you know, getting away. And because my body is also releasing very fast. During the procedure, I was feeling that it was gone. So I said, you have to, the anesthetic is not working anymore. So she knows me, because it's always been like that. My body is processing very fast, eliminating very fast. So I had 5 injections of anesthetic. Because I had the extraction, but I did not felt absolutely anything. And I had also a bone graft with PRP, and the placement above all this of a capsule in silicone and closer. So it took like 1 hour and a half to do all this. And I was wondering how I will stand the pain of that. Because I never had such a procedure. When she put the implant, it was very easy. It was not this kind of thing, you know, like an extraction and that. The teeth were already extracted, so it was completely different. No swelling, nothing for the implants, so for the implant base. So the anesthetic started to go away like a couple of hours. I was starting really to feel, and I started the pain. But what I did, I took what I was doing also the days before. I have essential oil of clove and essential oil of helichrysum, and I put 1 drop and I keep in the mouth at the place. So what I did, I brought them with me, and I did that, and I had my homeopathic pills as well as arnica and other pills. And I took that. I drink quite well, not too much, but water. And I had my crystal with me. So I put my crystal on my cheek, and I was feeling the pain, and it was growing. And suddenly I decided it's time to put the essential oil. So I put the essential oil, and it has been, the clove was a little bit numbing, but the helichrysum was fascinating to feel. Like the helichrysum, it was like everything from both sides of the gum was flowing. Helichrysum is for blood flow. So it was really helping and really diminishing the pain. And so we arrived in Yucca, and my friend said, you have to take the ibuprofen at least, because during the night, if you have pain, you have to have them. So we've been at the pharmacy that was closed, but we took over-the-counter thing. And my dentist, when I arrive at home at 9:30 in the evening, texts me and say, how are you? Everything is good. Take your antibiotics, take your painkiller, be comfortable for the night, So I said, okay, I'm going to take them. So I take the ibuprofen that I never take, so I'm sure it works very well, when your body is light and clean and it doesn't take any medicinal drugs. Anything you take works very well. But I had no pain. It was the evening, and I was surprised I had no pain. So I said, okay, I'm going to take it in case of, because, we drove all day. I was awake at 5 o'clock in the morning, and we arrived at 9:30 in the evening, and it was a very intense day. So I took this, and I slept so well all night. Very, very well. No pain at all. So I was a little bit, maybe when I'm going to wake up, I'm going to have pain. Nothing. I just feel that something is at work. It's swollen now. The first day it was not. Tomorrow it's the fourth day. I noticed that the fourth day is the worst. So maybe tomorrow I'm going to feel some more little pain. But I just put the essential oil 3 times a day, and that's it. And I have a wash that the dentist gave me, because this has to be, really clean. And I cannot brush on it. But very interesting experience when you connect, when you go without fear. I didn't want to be cut of my feeling, of feeling my body, I wanted to know the level of pain it was. And because if I took the painkiller at the dentist office before the procedure, I will never know. Because it was quite interesting in the car to feel the anesthetic going away and the pain coming. But what was the most amazing, and the luck I knew about the, arc in the mouth, the pain I had was not where she worked in the bottom jaw. The pain I had was on the top one left. And I still have the pain where there is no problem with my teeth. But it's because there is a connection with that. And the bottom, I have no pain, and I can touch. I have no pain at all. So this for me was a very interesting experience. To don't jump on painkiller immediately. What I don't do when I have, for example, headache, it's not headache, it's skull ache. It's really the bones. Since a couple of years, I speak quite often about that. The bones of my head that are at work and very painful sometimes. So I decided like a couple of months ago, I had an idea to tell to my body, I don't want this today. I don't want to go through this. And I went on the rowing machine and said inside that the exercise will make go away the pain, because everything will flow better in my body. So I pushed myself to go on the rowing machine a little bit with, skull pain. And half an hour after, it was gone. So for me, this is much more interesting than taking a painkiller that I never had at home. And I just had some homeopathic remedies, but painkiller themselves, no. So I think it's interesting, because more I do that, more I know my body, and more I can feel. I was already feeling when something was wrong in my body, even if I had no pain. This happened many, many years ago when I had the beginning of, severe dysplasia of the col of the tube of the uterus. and I felt it before any pain, before nothing. I knew it inside. So this increased my relationship with my body. And something happened some weeks ago. I wake up one morning and with a big awareness of my invisible side. And now it's like present all the time. It's always been, but this awareness this morning was like, wow. So I cannot detach that from what is happening in the sky right now, especially with my astrologic chart, because I have a lot of planet and aspect right now in Libra, with Venus, with Mars, with Jupiter, that are really also in relation with 3i Atlas right now. There is a lot of things going on, a lot of exchange, energetic exchanges. So the 21st of October was a very special day with 3i Atlas. And it was a connection with Mars. And Mars is the god of war, but it's also connected to iron and surgery. So without knowing that, when I took the appointment, it was a perfect appointment, because there is a special aspect with my chart with Mars and Venus. Mars, I have Mars in Scorpio, very well aspected, and my Venus in Capricorn. So Mars and Venus together for the surgery was to really help assist for the surgery with the iron, with cutting, taking off, the tooth and working on that. And with Venus, that is about balance, alignment, justice, and aesthetism, So it was perfect aspect for this procedure, and I'm amazed again when this morning I wake up and it was clear that I will not do it in Thailand. It cost me money, but my dentist is really, really kind, and she's really adorable. So if you really want a good dentist in the area, you see, I drive 5 hours to go to see her, and I'm gonna go back middle of November to take off the stitches. And but I trust her, and she's so meticulous and so kind, and all the office, they are really kind. It's only women. They are really a nice team of women. Really, it's a pleasure, really a pleasure to go there. So this is what I wanted to share with you. When you have to go through something like that, try to minimize, try to experiment, to go with. And if it's unsupportable, take the painkiller. No worry, don't take it. But it's a good experiment, because this is gonna increase your inner power. This is gonna bring a stronger resistance to event even outside of you. When you are able to connect inside of you, this is possible after for you to be more connected in and out. The breathing helps a lot. I spoke about breathing several times, telling that I breathe, and when I breathe, I have the feeling I am breathed. And when I breathe, it is like I am breathing this invisible side. The air is outside of us, it's invisible, but to a point when I do breathing exercise that there is no difference between in and out. It's like communicating perfectly. So I love to put my intention of breathing with my whole body. And it works, and it's a very good feeling. It's quite ecstatic. I could say even orgasmic, that you don't want to get out of it. It's so good, because it's like not floating, but it's like you feel the energy of your body, and it's like moving in all the body, and there is a nice little sound of the cells that are working together in and out. And when I inhale this air, for me, it's like as I have my invisible side that is invisible, that is more important than what is visible in, I would say, in sizes, if I can say, because it's timeless, limitless, and I now and more I have the feeling I'm inhaling that presence, invisible presence of me, and it become in my physical presence. And it's always been like that. When I had this insight some days ago, and I wake up and I say, oh, it's my invisible side, it's there. It's like I was seeing from here, I was seeing from the top of my head, and it was like, wow, it was amazing. And after I said to myself, but it's always been there, it was just you are not maybe present enough to yourself. Even if I have this, experience of breathing and feeling one with in and out, But this was it was like my vision was from higher. And even if I'm used to observe, to step back and observe and feel, but this was different. It was like, wow, to surprise me at that point. I said, wow, this is quite interesting. So try to have this, to imagine this, if you are not doing it, to imagine the invisible part of you, how big it can be, how kind it can be, how it's present all the time, and it's directing you everywhere. When you want to do something and you go with the flow, there is this part that is acting. So this morning I came with another idea. With my friend Gaia, we are like, we have a little vice about thrift stores and finding treasures, and we love it. It's amazing. And we found beautiful things. And this morning I was like saying to my invisible self, do you enjoy that we do this and you push us to do it? So I think he's part of that thing. He's pushing us to do it because he loves that. And he's happy because it's exciting. So, but this is my imagination and my vision of it. I give me good excuse that it's my guide that is pushing me, Okay, the light is going down. It's beautiful. It's pink outside, pink and blue, like we love, I'm going to show you this. It's so beautiful. And try to experiment, Look at that. Look at that beauty. It's so nice. And maybe you can hear the silence. It's vibrating. It's really amazing. Okay, my friends. I wish you a good night. And with my cheek, my big swollen part. I love it because I have less wrinkles. Bye-bye.